All new skate footage provided in this video is from the Hippie Jump podcast, so go check out his channel and go show him some love. So the Hippie Jump podcast uploaded a video today covering over all the challenges that are in the 0.27 build of the new skate game. And so in this video, I will be covering over each challenge that there is, and I will be comparing it to the past skate games to certain ones, as there are some differences. The very first thing that we have is Own the Spot. And as you can see, it tells you what tricks to do in a highlighted area, how many points you should be going for, and there are different levels of completion just like in the past skate games, but there's more in this one, as they have Own It, Killed It, Crushed It, and Shut It Down. Maybe I'm missing some, I'm not really entirely sure. There probably is something I'm missing. Now here's the thing that I'm a little bit confused about, that Own the Spot is completely different than it is in the past skate games. As in this one, there's a checklist to go through, as Own the Spot was about getting a certain amount of points in a certain zone to either own it or kill it. Now to me, it seems like for Own the Spot in the new game, it kind of reminds me of how film challenges are, as film challenges would tell you what tricks to do in a certain area. Sometimes it will tell you how many points to get, and you can yet again own it or kill it. But it seems like they're trying to take a whole new approach, kind of swapping the names of film and Own the Spot, and maybe we might get the original Own the Spot back, as that's a very important thing for competitive. But seeing what they have provided for this current Own the Spot, it is very different than what we know. This is basically just like the film challenges in the past skate games. Next is Sessions. Sessions are a brand new thing to EA Skate, and in all honesty, it's nice to see that they thought of new things to add to the game when it comes to challenges. In a session challenge, it seems like you have to do a certain amount of tricks in an area, and in a way, you do have free range to do whatever tricks you want to do. But there are some restrictions to what you can do, such as grind this ledge, or grab this many times, or do this amount of flip tricks. But the only difference is, compared to Own the Spot, is that it does not tell you that you have to do like a method grab, for example. It just says grab. You can really do any grab you want. And it's nice that points are also included in this. So not only do you have to do a certain amount of grabs or flip tricks, but you have to get a certain amount of points under a certain amount of time, and then you can crush or kill the challenge. The next new challenge to EA Skate are line challenges. And in all honesty, I'm actually a pretty big fan of these. It seems like in these line challenges, you have to collect bearings, get a certain amount of score, and follow the tricks that are on display, but yet you do have your own freedom. Such as in this first challenge, it does tell you to do a blunt slide behind a bench, tells you how much grind distance to get, and do a grab 180 as well. Also, it seems like you need to collect every single bearing in order to pass the challenge. Now what I like about it is, it doesn't tell you what grind you really need to do for grind distance besides the blunt slide behind the bench, and it doesn't tell you what grab needs to be done for the 180, which I feel allows the players to be more creative with the lines that they are going for. And I'm only talking on one challenge. In other challenges, there are different milestones that you need to hit in order to pass everything. And yes, that does include score. But besides that, you do have free range to do whatever tricks you want, besides the ones that are listed. The very last challenge that is shown are called Stunt challenges. In a way, this is basically Hall of Meat, but also not entirely. So I don't mind it being called Stunt challenges and not called Hall of Meat. So for Hall of Meat challenges in Skate 3, there are two different types of Hall of Meat challenges. The first one is reaching a points goal, or getting as many points as you can in a certain area. And the next one is following objectives, such as hitting certain objects. And so it seems like Stunt challenges are the second part of Hall of Meat challenges that I have spoken about. It's not about the points, it's about following the objectives that are on screen. So in a sense of this being a new name for Hall of Meat, I'm not entirely against it, because they will be bringing Hall of Meat back. But as I've said before, there are different variants of Hall of Meat. And when it came to the online of Skate 3, Hall of Meat was mainly about points and getting as many points as you can. It was not about hitting objects like it is in Korea. So for this being renamed to Stunts in that regard, I'm not entirely against it. It actually makes complete sense. And now going back to what they have said in the Grind Volume 3, they did mention Own the Spot, Death Races, Skate, and Hall of Meat. And I can't wait to see what these challenges are going to be like. Bringing back these OG challenges are such an important thing to the core of Skate, and I'm glad that they've considered it. However, the only confusing thing is they have a challenge in the game called Own the Spot, but they said they will be bringing back Own the Spot. So maybe they're going to consider the OG Own the Spot, and I don't know what they're going to do with this new one that they've shown us, because that is the exact same name, but it is completely different. I hope it gets renamed so it's not confusing, because I feel it's kind of misleading to what it is. And people may look at it and think that it's a competitive game mode where it's about getting points, but in reality, it's not that. Maybe a name like Shred the Spot or something might be better than Own the Spot, but let's see what they do with it. Let me know what you guys think about these challenges in the comment section below, and if you want any challenges to return, just let me know as well. It would be pretty cool to see what you guys like. And also, in case Skate or even myself have missed out anything at all. Yet again, I'm not sponsored by EA. But anyways, don't forget to follow my socials.